Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from the videos you're used to seeing here on my fashion channel. This channel here isn't exclusively dedicated to my fashion videos, but it's also a vlog and lifestyle channel. So occasionally I will have vlogs and just chit-chat videos from my personal life, as you might already know if you have seen most of my videos here. Anyway, today I would like to talk to you about a topic that actually came to my mind when I was preparing for shooting a fashion video. I think a lot about, things that I want to talk here on YouTube and all, and I really try to give you a lot of myself through my videos. So this video here is something that I want to do for myself basically, but also for whoever may be interested. If I can help somebody out in just giving a couple of tips and sharing a couple of my personal experiences, I'm really happy. It makes me good. So what I wanted to talk to you about is actually a power of light, and that's why I am dressed in this really beautiful white blouse, and I have this bright color necklace too, because I think this color therapy really works. And not only color therapy in terms surrounding yourself with colors or dressing yourself in colors that suit you and your personality and things like that, but just the power of natural daylight. I think it's crucial for our lives. So we wouldn't even have a life without sunlight, without, natural daylight, without the sun. So it's something that is essential for our well-being and for our life, basically. And I think that's why we tend to grow and prosper better, whenever we have this amazing sunlight in our lives. And I'm not just saying that, I really feel that. I really think that's true. For example, it was like 10 years ago, I was still working in Croatia, and I was living in Croatia, and I had this co-worker who was older than me. She was, I think, 20 years older than me. She was a mother of two, and she was in a really bad place in her life. She was depressed, she was really sad, things weren't going on well for her. And she told me that the biggest reason for her to feel that way, she thinks, is because she lives in a place that is very bad positioned, in terms that she had this flat that was facing, the street. So she had this flat that was facing the street, and across the street there was a huge rock. So that rock basically blocked all the sunlight that she could possibly have during the day. It was blocked by that rock because it was really huge. So her flat was like ground floor, and she was facing the street, so whenever she opened her windows there was traffic and noise from the street and the cars, and then there was this really huge rock on the other side of the street. So she said, my flat is constantly humid and it's very dark, so I really don't feel well living there, but I just can't move because, first of all, nobody is going to want to move into my place. It's going to be really hard to sell it. And also because of her financial problems, obviously she couldn't afford anything else. She moved there because those flats there in that building were really inexpensive, even though they were positioned really close to the center of the town, and you know how usually in the center of the town flats are more expensive. But because of that problem, because of that problem with the rock, the flats were really expensive. At that point of her life she had to move in there because she couldn't afford anything else. But she told me that she really feels down because there is no natural light in her apartment during the day. I couldn't really understand that because growing up in my grandparents' apartment and in my parents' house, we had a lot of sunlight, a lot of natural daylight, even in winter time, you know. For example, my windows were facing the sea. Okay, the other windows on the other side were facing the street, but still I had a good portion of daylight every single day because I did have windows that were facing the sea and facing the south. Now I'm going to tell you how I actually understood finally how is she feeling. Basically, here where I live, and I love my apartment, don't get me wrong, I'm super grateful for having my apartment here in Italy. My apartment is quite small, so it's facing only one side and it's facing the east side. When I go into my garden I can see the north and the south, but I never see the west. So I have most of my natural daylight and sunlight in mornings. In the afternoon, because it's east, we have shadow and it's not that sunny and warm anymore as it is on the west side. The west side, however, is facing the parking lot, so I'm not really sure that my neighbor on the west side is having better fun, you know, there. But my apartment is facing this beautiful park and trees, and it's always very nice and calm and beautiful. So I'm very happy to be living on this side, but I do notice a lack of windows on the west side or on the south side. You know how it is when you grow up living in a house or in an apartment that has windows on all the sides. So basically, no matter the hour of the day, at some point in one of the rooms is always going to be a nice natural daylight. So I understand better now how she felt, and you know, I imagine living like this and I feel very, you know, down and just by thinking about her life like that. And for example, in winter time, when darkness falls down really fast, I feel less productive. I really do. I have less will to do things. I really love to live in spring and summertime. I really live for the sun, for the beautiful days, and it's just something that makes me happy, that makes me feel full of optimism, energized, you know, constructive more than anything else. Just, you know, by looking at the clear blue sky, by looking at the sunny day, by taking a walk outside, by, you know, breathing with your full lungs, I just feel like a different person. I really feel happy and just, you know, grateful for the life I'm living, even though maybe I will have some difficulties and my own personal dramas, but it's just the way the light influences at me. And I really think it might influence a lot of other people too, you know, that way. So what we can do to have more light in our lives is maybe to like wake up earlier in the morning, which is one of my goals. I notice that when I'm in Croatia, in my house, I wake up earlier, even though I do love to sleep long, but I do wake up earlier because it's so bright in my room, and basically the day is kind of calling my name, you know what I mean. Whereas here in Italy, especially when I put all the shutters down, how would you call them, curtains, I don't know, whatever, when I make my room really dark, there is like no natural light whatsoever, I can sleep even whole day long because I don't have any sense what is going outside, because in the room it's like nighttime for me. I really feel we should take more advantage of the natural daylight. So whenever you see a beautiful sunny day outside, go for a walk or just do something constructive, just soak in the sun. I think it's so important. I really honestly think it's so important. It can really cure bad mood. It can really cure some negative thoughts that you might have throughout the day. And I'm by no means a psychologist. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life in order to fix some problems, because I just couldn't do that, but I'm just sharing my personal experience with you. For example, I had this really hard, difficult period in my life when my dad passed away. I actually found he was already dead, so it was a huge shock for me, because I wasn't expecting to find my father lying dead, you know. He wasn't in a hospital or anything. I just came home for my birthday to visit my family, and this was the shock that I found. It was a very difficult period for me, and it obviously still is, because losing a parent is an awful thing and it really hurts. But it happened at the end of May, so we were in springtime, we were going towards summertime. Days were really hot, sunny, and I remember my husband helping me out a lot. He used to kind of drag me, pulled me from my bed to the beach, and I would sit on the beach and watch, you know, the sun and the sea and you know, just play of light, how sun reflects at the sea, and it was just so magical and so beautiful. And I was thinking, there is going to be another sunrise and another sunset, and the life goes on even without my dad, and I have to go on as well. I'm here to live my life, and I have to not get over this thing, but I have to learn how to move on, you know. And these scenes, you know, of the light playing at the sea was something that really helped me out. I would soak in all that beauty, I would close my eyes, and I would just, you know, think about life. And this is something that really helped me out. So the answer was there in the nature. So yeah, you might think that I sound a little bit weird, crazy, alternative, I don't know, but I'm just telling you what made me feel better. Well, this is one little thing that made me feel better. There were obviously other things, but maybe I will talk about it in one of my other videos, you know, when I'm ready. But just that scene of light, of the sunlight at the sea, it was like sparkling. It almost seemed as if those were little stars dancing at the surface of the sea. It was just amazing. I don't know, I probably haven't discovered anything new in this video, but I just wanted to share how I feel right now, my thoughts about the light. I basically just wanted to celebrate life and light in this video, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that was the point of my video. That is what I really wanted to put out there in the world. So I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit different than my other videos, but I just felt the need, you know, to talk about it. So I hope you liked it. Press thumbs up if you did. Press thumbs up for all the positive energy that I tried to transfer in this video. And yeah, make sure to subscribe for more fashion, lifestyle videos, some culinary recipes every once in a while. Yeah, I'm very excited for this summertime and for all the videos I have prepared for you this summer. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. I'm sending you all a huge kiss from Italy. I'm sending you a lot of light your way, and I will talk to you soon. Ciao! I am very scared. I really don't want to go in there. Very scared. Anxious. I'm going to stay in the car. I think this is going to be a wise choice. Because I just can't picture, you know, this needle going into my vein. You know, the moment I picture it, I feel really ill, like physically ill, really. I'm not joking. You're laughing at me. I'm going to stay here. Or
it's
even,
time for blood sucking.